What's up, all? Today's a cool day. I got Notary. She's coming in, waiting for her call. So we have 3 properties we're closing on today. So we're selling one. We'll put $32,000 net in our pocket with that deal. We've owned it for 45 days. Our lender is making like 8,900 or something like that. Our lender's making, and our realtor's making another. What's he making? 119, 900 times 0.06. He's making 7,100. Our lender's making 69,450 times 0.04. Our lender's making 9,700, and then we're making like 33. So it's an awesome freaking deal. Honestly, we all win. I had to put $0 up. I didn't have to do anything. It was like freaking perfect. So we got that. Then we're buying 2 deals. One deal is a buy for 76,000. We're going to be selling that one for about 180,000. Other deal is a buy for 49,000, and we're going to be listing that for 85,000. So those are the 3 deals. So I'm still just getting stuff set up, so bear with me. This is probably going to be a little bit boring right now as I try to get everything going. But definitely check this stuff out here. If you haven't checked it out before, check out this Sumner's 5 Steps to Multiple Six Figures. Building a land business that actually succeeds. Check this out, 30-minute quick video. It's awesome. And then also too, if you haven't done it before, check out the 90-day challenge. Down below, you'll see Sumner's information. Reach out to him, and he'll get you all the information for the 90-day challenge. They're doing a new link for it, so I don't have the link to share with you guys yet. But when you are ready, check it out. It was a 90-day challenge that I did with Sumner. It was me, my partner Rob, and Sumner. The 3 of us. We did 12 weeks, I think it was 90 days. We did 1 or 2 YouTubes live about it. Basically went over, how to start a business from A to Z and build this land business successfully. It was a really awesome time with him, and really learned a lot. And then from that, this is the fruits of our labor. This is, pretty recent that we did this. So the fruits of our labor are just coming to fruition now. Basically, the deals that we bought then and got under contract are the ones that we're selling now. So you guys are seeing this all come full circle, which is really cool. So that 90-day challenge, just for instance, we put $10,000 into a marketing pot and said, like, this is the money we have to spend. And the whole goal was to turn that. And we ended up turning it into, one deal alone is a $30,000 profit. So we basically tripled our money just on one deal, but we have 11 deals total in our pipe from that 90-day challenge, which is awesome. So I have to print out a few more documents that I need to get notarized. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Yeah, while I'm here, if you guys have any questions, please drop them in the comments. I'll try to answer them as I'm kind of going through stuff. Let me put this back up if you guys need it. This is, and whoever's going to the mastermind, I don't know if you guys are stoked about that, but I'm freaking excited about it. The mastermind's going to be absolutely ludicrous. We have some really great people coming out, and I'm going to be talking more about like building relationships. And I'm basically going to show you guys how I leveraged relationships and stuff like that to have Sumner teach me land investing. From basically I got into this business later. I've been in real estate for 13 years, but never did land. So I basically did a bunch of stuff, kind of helped Sumner out as much as I possibly could. And then I went for the big, hairy, audacious ask and asked him to help me learn land investing. That's kind of where we're at with that. So, and now most of my business is this. I've kind of actually got away from a lot of my other stuff. We only do like 1 or 2 flips a month right now. And if we get them, and then, we buy properties as well too, but more, our active marketing for wholesaling is pretty much done. So cool. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to grab the notary. I'll be at my pets. So,
But don't you tell me you had a pet that I had to deal with?
no, the dogs are.
I
So-
like this. I like what you did with the garage.
Yeah, it was just the garage. Just used to my workshop, and I'm like, I need a wash. You know
I
what I mean?
have a garage, a 2-door garage at my house
Uh-huh.
that I was talking to my mom about, and I was telling her I want to put heat in it, I want to put central air in it like that, or whatever, and I want to kind of redo the walls and everything. First of all, because it's a 2-car garage,
Mhm.
I said one side can be my office,
That's exactly right.
one side can be your
Mhm.
hangout spot just to get you out the house, right?
Exactly.
Why do you want to do all that? I'm like, oh Lord. I'm like, you don't understand how comfortable that would be.
Exactly. You know what? That's why I did it, because for me, it was like I did the AC, I did all this stuff, and now I have my own everything, my own office.
Studio.
Yeah, exactly, and I don't have to worry about
Yeah,
anything.
YouTube Live. What do you do YouTube on?
Just real estate stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of real estate do you do? Like, what else do you do?
So we do. I've been in real estate for like 13 years.
Okay.
We fix and flip houses. We've
Okay.
been wholesaling, buying rentals, and all that stuff. And then recently, I got into land investing this
Okay.
year. We buy and sell land all across the country.
Okay.
And then now we buy houses, mobile home parks, pretty much anything kind of comes our way.
So you got weed. So is it both of you guys?
Different people, yeah, different partners, different things. Like this partner, the deals that we have today are with one partner. Another partner of mine, we're buying mobile home parks together. Another partner of mine, we're buying houses together.
Okay.
So different people, different things. I'm just like the connecting piece in between them all.
My experience with partners has not been the best.
I've had some bad business relationships too, so
I have literally just been sticking to this week.
that's the best thing to do.
Just me, and I think I've been, okay with that.
Yeah.
Of course, I do closing,
Mhm.
and I do the investing too, which is why.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. What do you do?
I just do everything really.
Yeah.
I do it's mainly residential.
Okay.
Units. Whether it's completely 6, 7, 8, 12 family homes,
Sweet.
or is a single and completely gut renovations.
Oh, nice. Okay. Where at in Jersey?
Jersey. I'm looking in St. Louis, Ohio.
Nice.
So St. Louis and Ohio. PA's on the list, but I haven't really found a sweet spot in the PA that I want.
I have friends who just started buying a PA. They're in like I think Pittsburgh and a couple other areas.
Pittsburgh is definitely
They love
on
it.
the rise.
They love
They
it.
are on the rise, but I was looking at Jamesburg.
Okay.
Jamesburg is growing too. Philly is not a dead area either.
Philly, yeah, but Philly's tough. You're in like good spots of the hood. Like it's either super expensive or it's like the hood and it's like par.
I only invest in it.
Oh, okay.
But, and I say that.
Hey, to each their own, right?
I say that not to say that I don't invest outside of the hood,
Right.
but
Right.
my sweet spot is the hood.
Okay. Hey,
Right?
that's your thing.
And the reason why I say that is because people don't realize how much money is really in the hood.
A ton.
And
You can do section. Do you ever hear of Dr. Joe Asamoah?
no.
Awesome.
But
He
you
will.
want to go down the same path I said because I heard you say section.
Yes.
So I know where we're
You'll
going.
love him.
So
Yeah,
this
love
is
him.
the reason why I do those areas, right?
Hmm.
Is because Section 8 is guaranteed money.
Yeah.
Open proof.
Yep.
I ain't gotta worry about it. Evict nobody because guess what? I'm gonna get a check every day, every month.
Every
right?
time. All the time.
Every time, all the time.
Yep.
But also look at the situation where North, right?
Yeah.
Prime example. When I first got into real estate, nobody wanted to touch North, right? You were able to get a multi-family for $40,000, $50,000. Now you can't touch them for less than $500,000, right? But a couple years ago, nobody wanted to touch it.
I know.
Nobody. They were giving away at one point houses in North for $1. Nobody wanted to touch it.
I was putting down North.
You ready?
Yeah, and people were like, same thing. Everyone touch it.
Correct. So nobody wanted to touch it. So okay, that is the hood, right? It's so upsetting. But now look at it. And I watched the Jews, because I work with a lot of Jews, right? And the
They took
Jews,
it over. Yeah.
they purposely came in and bought that little money.
Mhm.
And now they're selling it at high top dollars.
Mhm.
What you think is gonna happen to every other hood?
Well, look at East Orange. That's it. They're doing
East
the same.
Orange wasn't really good.
Yeah, well,
as much.
Sparks were. They're
Correct,
kind of like
correct,
the orange side. of
Correct. But even Irvington,
things.
right?
Irvington. Yeah.
Irvington being one of them. Look at the prices now. People listen. So I'm like, I don't know what nobody
Yeah.
What nobody wants.
Yeah.
Good example. Trenton. At
Trenton.
one point, everybody was getting for $5,000, right? Now you can't even get in there to try to find a $70,000 house in Trenton. So, you know, like I said, I want everybody at once. I want to be in the Sagittarius area where everybody's like, oh, look at this, they're not clear.
Yeah.
No, we got
It's too expensive.
Let me be in the hood.
Yep. I see. That's the thing. Like, it works. So if you, I don't know if you know, Dr. Joel Asamoah, he's awesome dude. I met him down in New Orleans.
Okay.
And what he does is he does like Section 8, only Section 8.
Mm-hmm.
But that's it. But what he does is he goes out and he finds like a house that's like completely like beat up, fixes it up completely. But he looks for like good areas, like good school systems and everything like that. And he goes and he says, hey, I'm going to pull people that are in Section 8 and pull them out of the hood and put you in like this area. And usually people in like this area, they don't accept vouchers because they don't want that type around here. He does the whole thing opposite. He's like, I do HGTV quality houses in really good areas, and then I bring people out of the hood into really good areas, and then they end up like staying there for 30 years. He said it's
It is. And see, that is my model. Not necessarily for taking them out of the hood. I never even thought about it that far. However, it's definitely the Section 8 model that I'm looking at. Like, listen, Section 8 me. Please Section 8 me. Give me Section 8.
Yeah.
Give me a reason to be like, okay, and I'm not shortcutting them either. You know how people shortcut people because it's like, oh, I'm only bringing it to Section 8 anyway. It doesn't matter. I'm not shortcutting them at all. No. They're getting amenities.
Right. Yeah. That's the way to do it. Yeah.
So they're getting washed and dry, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because I need you to stay here. I need my Section 8 to come in on a monthly basis all the time. I don't want to bother with tenants.
Yep.
That much, and that's all right.
That's the way to do it. Yep. Yeah, we mostly do like honestly, that's why I like mobile home parks. And nobody, like a lot of people don't touch them.
I don't understand them.
That's the thing.
When I say don't understand them, I say that lightly because I see. When I was living in Georgia, there was one that was one that was across the street from the apartment complex I was living in.
Okay.
And when I went in there, they were selling one that needed work for like $7,000.
Okay.
But a completely renovated, up to date one would have been like $30,000. The
right.
work probably would have cost maybe $4,000 or $5,000. It wasn't that much. It was mainly cosmetic, right? Yeah, really flip this.
Yeah.
How do you do this?
Well, we don't flip mobile homes. We buy the whole park.
Yeah, but some people flip them.
I know.
Like, so that's not just like, no, how's that done?
That's a totally different business. I want to just buy the park and just sell back. I sell it, finance the house back.
Nice.
And then they own their house and they just pay me a lot.
Correct.
I don't have maintenance.
So passive.
Yeah, I don't have to pay maintenance.
That's easier to understand.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out the house part.
The house part is totally different.
Even with the Section 8, believe it or not, with my model,
yeah.
I'm working on the possibility of self-financing the house stuff. Because Section 8 does.
You know, you can use your
Section 8 voucher to pay the mortgage.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's abilities that I'm giving to the tenant.
Yeah.
To say, hey, I'm willing to sell you the house, because they got to go through a program with the Section 8 thing to be able to get approved. But in the meantime, Section 8 already paid your rent.
Right.
You are qualified to buy the house. Now Section 8 is paying your mortgage, and the house will be yours. Now, those are the ideas that I'm wrapping myself around and saying, hey, this is what you need to do. Because imagine just buying a house.
Right.
And now with the guy that you mentioned, and I need you to write his name down.
I will, yeah.
With the guy that you mentioned, that would work out perfectly because he done put them in a better area.
Yep.
Right? So now I'm more likely to buy that house because now I want to be in this area.
Exactly.
Oh my God. And
he does it in Washington, D.C., which is one of the hardest markets to cash flow. So if he could do it there, you could do it anywhere. He's an awesome dude.
But I'm just saying, like, these are the things that most people don't think of.
Yeah.
Most people want to do the typical in and out quick real estate money. And like, real estate is not one of them quick real estate money.
No, it's time. It's time. It takes a long time.
That's why when people tell me, hey, I want to be a realtor, and I'm looking at them with the side eye like, oh, somebody told you it was quick money.
Yeah, it ain't
I'm
quick
like,
money.
yeah, you're going to get 1 or 2 good commission checks. But if you're really trying to do real estate and do it where you see it on TV, that little time you think they do is not it.
Not at all.
It takes time.
It takes a lot of time, yeah.
Time, consistency. This is not a game.
No.
1 year I got so burnt out. I did 48 transactions, but I probably never slept because I was also managing properties and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Getting investment properties. I was doing so much stuff, and I'm just like, I don't want to see another house.
That's honestly, we were doing flips like crazy. We were doing anywhere from like 4 to 6 a month, and it was crazy. You know, that dealing with contractors and this and that.
There's a fire you gotta let out
every minute.
There's an issue.
Yep.
And you're like, if you're not organized, to write down the issue, like, okay, I check that one off, check that one off. And you gotta get immune to it because it just be like, another one. Like every winter, I was very well aware that somebody's gonna call me about a sewer backup at one house.
Yep.
And I'm like, then I saw this man, she was sewer line, but of course she doesn't want to. Okay, next, continue on. Like things like that, people never paid attention to that.
Yep. All right.
I even like the sliding door you did.
Yeah, I played the dolls. It's cool, so my kids can hang out here. Let's go.
Hang out where? You let them in the office?
Yeah, well, my dogs doesn't go in the office. I wouldn't sit there. Yeah.
I would have been like, no. There's no kids allowed.
Yeah, they're always playing on the whiteboard and stuff like that.
That's cute. That's cute.
All right, so what do you got for me?
I need you to come sign your life away.
All right. You want to bring it to me? You want me to come to you?
Come to me, because that'll be easier.
Let's do it.
And you got your ID? And put your black pen away because you need to know better.
Oh, actually, black pen.
Well, this one's blue.
That one's blue?
Yes. Then if this black pen, you don't give you a black pen.
Yeah, I got it. Check. See what we got.
Put the numbers right on this one. Because this one thing I'm not letting you verify.
Yeah. The hub is actually wrong. I didn't change it. Yeah.
Oh, great. Oh my god, you look so different.
I know.
When they be like, is that really him? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, listen, I have no idea. To me, I'm about to tell him to update his picture because this doesn't work. Initial, sign. Have you ever sued any contractors yet?
No, usually I am the contractor.
Okay.
So that's a good thing. But
you can't be in the contractor everywhere.
Well, it depends on the job. But usually I have the contractor on the sub.
Okay.
So like we have our own electrical business.
Mm-hmm.
So usually we do that and then we sub everything else between that. Oh, is that FEMA thing whatever you're doing?
I don't know, but it's in Spanish, so I don't know how it's supposed to help me.
That's you.
So, yeah, because I got a few of those now. Come on, man. Yeah, go ahead. Don't worry about it. I can tell you how to fix it.
No, I can do this. I knew mine was coming.
I need you to initial the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. So I'm like, what did you just do?
You can tell me. Yeah, this whole office cost me like $4,000 to get between floor, drywall, electrical, and then that was almost
How much was that?
$1,200. Yeah.
Where?
I just ordered online and bought it. As long as it's an outside wall, it's crazy.
Okay. So my friend, I know he can install it.
Yeah.
Initial. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's got to do.
All these?
Yeah. He's got to do my garage.
Yeah. It's easy. I mean, I have power, I have electric, I have
He has to
cable
run.
internet.
He would have to run the power in.
Yeah.
The cable is easy because I can just get it off my phone server. So that's fine. I know. Oh yeah. He's definitely. This is a test. He's ready for his.
Yeah, I know.
There you go. We gotta sign it. Oh yeah. Oh, he's gonna do some work and he's gonna be so. I didn't told you to do this. I know you did. Leave me alone.
These whiteboards, Amazon, like $80, something like that.
That's not the ones I'm looking at. I'm looking at the ones that already have the tracking sheets. Remember, I'm a builder as well.
Yeah.
So I want the tracking sheets and everything. I already have an office inside the house, but having one in the garage would be amazing as well. Because I need both of them. And then I've been working on a few other things where, I might need people to come, and I would rather you not be in my house and be in my garage.
That's why I call the kids are inside. I'm good out here. My wife's business is taking over that too.
What does she do?
She's cookie. She does cookies.
Uh-huh.
So, but she also uses here to like store extra material, package.
Yeah, but I mean, so far so good.
Yeah,
Right.
oven's not. That's actually gonna go somewhere else.
Yeah, but
Commercial
she's
kitchen, but
but she's not fully taking over your office.
this is and that is. That's supposed to be a bar. That's not.
You didn't really. You work it out. No liquor on the job. Yes, there's a few different things, but my garage was definitely something that I was looking at. So there's something to be done.
Yeah, North Carolina is so much easier. This is all I got for North Carolina.
This is bio, but
Yeah.
and this is an actual property or land.
Land.
This one's land, so okay.
Yeah, which is crazy. It's super.
Pick one. Pick one up, us.
Not a foreign principal is fine. Not a foreign principal.
Okay. And sometimes you know it's not the state, it's the title company.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys using hard money to buy land or just cash?
Private lenders. So we use our friends and family, and they come in with funds. Like the kid that went on this deal, I've known him for kindergarten.
Yeah. I have a friend who does a lot of private lending, and I usually invest with him. But I can't take my money.
Yeah.
And then we go from there.
That's it. I pay good. I pay 10 points, and it doesn't matter if I have the money out for a day or I have the money out for a year. We pay 10 points. So this deal right here.
He pays better. He pays 12.
Yeah, but 10 points. 12 is APY. So if he has your money out for 2 months.
No, he pays 12.
Oh,
Right away.
well, we do 10, and then if it goes to a certain level, we do 12, 14, whatever. This guy got 14 points for this deal. He's making $9,000, and he's had it 45 days.
Nice.
Can't do that.
No.
And it's first position debt, not second position. Or
You better. You can keep my number as a lender. Just no, I'm serious.
Yeah,
I private lend.
good to know. Yeah, it's like this deal right here. He did 69,000. He's getting back 45 days. Or this deal right here is 48,000. This guy's bringing in 48,000, and he'll get back. We're doing 10 points an hour. This guy right here is 69,000, and he's getting back in 45 days 7,900.
Yeah. And people, that person I wasn't even gonna go into fix and flip because I can't stand contractors.
Yeah.
No offense for some of you don't know.
It's tough sometimes.
Sometimes. Yeah, get on those, right? So, is your company is cash for land?
Yeah.
Okay, just make sure.
Mm-hmm.
Sign it right here. So, I told him I was like, I'm only trying to note invest. He was like, what? I was like, no invest. I can't.
If you want to buy notes, you buy land notes.
Correct.
These are the best. You can buy
Look,
them.
we went right into
Yeah.
that.
You can buy them. They're first position debt. You don't have to foreclose it. You don't normally do on houses and stuff like that. You don't have to kick anybody out. You just take back the deeds and done.
Yep.
So if you ever want to buy those notes, we have an plethora of them. Because I'm in a group that actually what I'm doing now is a group of land investors.
Listen, we just became friends. No, honestly.
You can buy as many notes as you want. Because guys, what they'll do is do seller finance notes, but then to get their equity back, they want to sell it.
Correct.
So they'll sell it at 60% profit, 60%.
Perfect. I am definitely in it.
I don't know if that's anything. It's just,
No, it's not. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything.
So that's one point.
No, I'll hold that because I need to know, right?
Gotcha.
You're signing here. And yeah, so the best tax liens too, because I also invest in tax liens. The best tax liens are land.
Yeah.
As
We do tax deed. I'll buy tax deed safe only.
so
Not tax lien. Because tax deed, I don't have to worry about getting anything like all that stuff. It's a lot simpler.
where am I right now?
New Jersey.
No,
Oh, North Carolina.
thank you. No,
No, what?
city where you live.
Oh, Bloomfield.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm going crazy.
I'm in Bloomfield, yeah.
Okay. So liens I tend to do for like just passive, just sit your money right there type thing.
Okay.
And when I do those, I like to get land, especially in Florida.
Okay. With the
Because
one
that's-
property we just bought today is in Florida. 19.5 acres in Live Oak.
Because 9 times out of 10 DVD.
Yep.
Right? I've never had a problem where they don't. And the interest rate is 18%. I can't put my money in the bank to sit there and do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I tend to like that.
Yeah.
And it's usually cheap. I've been able to buy them at $500.
Yeah,
So
it's crazy. Yeah, you could. People like look at land.
Some
And
people like chunk money.
I know. They look at land. They're like, "What? This doesn't cash flow. Why would I want this?" Or like whatever. You could cash flow land. It's easy actually. You just have to know how to do it too.
It's not even that. I told people. I said, investing means something different to everybody.
Yep.
Right. For me, investing is a wealth building thing for me, not a get rich scheme.
It's also capital preservation.
That's what.
That's like saving money and keeping it inside.
Not even saving, because saving money will make you broke.
No, I know, but capital preservation means that you'll still earn a return on your capital.
No, I fully get what you're saying. But when I say like saving money, like putting the money in a bank and saving it, makes you broke because inflation outdo you.
Oh yeah.
So always. Now investments makes
you need something, yeah.
It makes a big difference.
Yep.
Even like I dabble in stocks, right?
Yeah.
The stocks that I do, my brother, he likes to trade and all that type of stuff, right? And I'm like, hey, where's the dividend stocks?
Yeah.
I need to just stick the money right there.
Yeah.
Said, but that's so slow. I said, I know.
Slow is better.
I said, there's a thing about slow money.
Yeah.
Slow money is good money.
I know.
I was like, I've been in the business. I've done quite a bit. I've come across a lot of money. And the money that I've come across, any quick money I made went right back out the door too.
Yeah. I know.
Way too quick.
Well, what I do is I do options where I'll sell options.
He does options too,
but I take that money right out. I don't double down. I'll take the money right out and go buy a property. So like I did a bunch of things like
that's the property part. I keep trying to tell him, you need to get a property. You need to get a property. He's not.
Yeah.
For some reason, he doesn't want to manage people. And he's like, but you would have to manage them. I said, that's fine. I'm just going to charge you.
Exactly.
But, and he gets write me off. But at the same time, you need a property. He just wants to dabble in that.
Would you property manage anything else, like outside of Jersey?
Yeah.
Yeah? Want to do a mobile home park? 19 units?
Yeah. And I actually have a company that collects the rent without a problem.
It's pretty simple.
You don't have to worry about nothing.
What do you charge, 8%?
Huh?
8%? Perfect. That's definitely exchange.
Listen, I said, let's talk. I know I can't get to this, but let's talk.
Well, that's the whole thing about this business is you have to talk to people. You meet people and you grow. It's honestly, I talk a lot about like networking and stuff like that. And that's one of the most important things you can do. Not just like networking, like, oh yeah, I got their phone number in my phone. No, actually like communicating and talking to people and building relationships.
Meeting people after this, whatever. This one has 2.
Okay, perfect.
Right? So yeah, that's things that I do. So yeah, if you want to meet up and talk and like go over the details, we can definitely do that. You have my direct number.
Yeah, I'll take you out to dinner one day and we'll talk.
Yeah, that's my cell number.
Okay.
And we can get you together.
That's awesome. Where do you live? Locally?
Irvington.
Perfect.
Well, why do you think I lived good?
Yeah.
Because my mother originally bought her house, right? It wasn't the hood, right?
Yeah.
And then it became the hood.
Yep.
Right? And then now it's changing again.
Yeah. It's having a renaissance right now. Yeah.
Exactly. I've seen that.
I've seen it in 10 years. With Newark especially too.
Exactly. And being in real estate, I've seen it. So I'm like, the hood is not bad.
It flows. It ebb and flows. Because it changes everywhere you go. And there's hoods all over the place. Doesn't matter where you are. It
wasn't always where it is now.
Montclair wasn't either.
House is almost $1 million or whatever, right? I remember doing closing for this lady, and I said, she bought her house like 30, 35 years ago. I said, how much did you buy it for? She said, $125,000. My mother bought her house 30 years ago. $125,000.
Yeah.
My mother had a multi-family.
Yeah.
She had a single family. If my mother wanted to buy Maplewood, she could have.
Yeah.
Yes, her house would have been worth $800,000 right now versus $500,000. But
right, I know.
She also got to make more money on her house than that other person did.
Right. They cash flowed.
Exactly. My mother has not paid a mortgage in forever.
Yep.
We are able to have below market rents and cash flow like it's nobody's business.
That's the way to be.
Yeah, so I'm like, this is what I do. I was like, I understand the hood.
Yeah.
I know it. So.
Yeah, if you know it, that's the whole thing. See, we almost back actually, this is 14 years ago. One of my first forays into real estate, I was about to buy a 4-family in Newark, right by UMDNJ.
Yes.
Yeah, right over there.
My burger?
Yeah. And as I was there, somebody got shot
That's fine.
I was like a 20-year-old kid. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't think I like this. I was scared. I didn't know what I was doing. I'm so pissed. I was buying that house for $40,000, right? I didn't know. You know how much that house just sold for? Same house?
800.
Yeah. I was like, man, I was buying it cash. I was gonna fix it all up. I had this Haitian guy.
And it probably that Haitian.
Yeah. Oh, are you? Yeah, this Haitian guy, awesome dude. I forget his name. He's like, don't worry about it.
His name probably was Gene Charles.
So he's like, listen, he's like, don't worry about that. I'm gonna stay in the house. I'll make sure the contractors are good, this and that. And the guy gets shot. You hear some shooting going on, and you see the guy go inside. He grabs a machete and starts running down the street towards the shooting. I'm like, what's happening? Like, what is going on here? And I was like, man, like, and now I think back, I'm like, that guy probably would have saved me so much money over the time, because we flipped houses in Elizabeth, Newark, Irvington, East Orange, and everywhere, right? I got robbed multiple times. I had somebody clear out all the copper in a unit one time. House in Elizabeth, I had to three times. Okay. Three? Okay. I need your cash. 3 times I had to go in there and what you call it? And I had 3 times I had to go in there and friggin' redo all the electric and everything like that. It was ridiculous.
And that's only because you didn't secure the property correctly. Because I have a property right now.
I'm gonna get more. What is it?
10 months.
No, it's 3 total?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay. Thank you.
So, and you can always call me if you have any of these closings.
So,
you need notarized?
Yeah, we typically do like 3 or 4 of these a month, and we should be getting to like by February, March should be between 10 and 20 a month.
No, just give me a call.
So I'll call you, yeah.
Because I have this guy in Union. He started buying houses and literally be like, "Hey, I got my closing box. You on your way?" You know. So, and a lot of times I just go knock it out for him too. He actually came out with an invention, and he needed a patent too. So he's like, "I need you to notarize this, please."
Sweet.
So just come and knock it out for you.
That's awesome.
It's definitely cheaper than what the title company are charging.
Yeah, I know. Right? How much are they paying you to do this one?
The one I did, 70.
70? Oh, okay. And it's about right. It's about 7 signatures, right?
Yeah, but
okay.
See, it's with this one, and I also mail them back to you. Like if you have the labels, I'll drop them off because I tend to have to go to FedEx or UPS.
You're already there, right? Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, I'll drop it off, scan it, do whatever needs to be done, and all of that. It's all together. But no, it's definitely I've done network marketing, so I understand the importance of marketing. But I was telling you before, I have a property on Stuyvesant Avenue, next to South Orange Avenue, right?
Okay.
There's a lot of homeless, a lot of crackheads over there, right? As much as they like to sit on my porch and get high, they've never tried to get in.
Yeah. You're just, it's a place to hang out. That's it.
It's just a place to hang out. When I got in the house and started renovating it and doing everything, when I first got in it, the guy who lived next door was like, "Hey, you built this house?" Just being a female in the area, they were just like, he's like, "Yo, sis, I got you. I got you." He would sit on the porch, drink his beer, but he would look out, nobody's coming in.
Right.
I'm talking about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. You're like, I got you. I'm like, yo. And that's what I like about the hood, is because when they
Got that community sometimes.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I might have a slight advantage over you.
Yeah. No, well, that was the thing. You do.
You know, when they look at me, they're like, she's one of us, right?
Yeah, I don't fit in.
That's not true.
Well, it depends. It depends on where you are.
Once you start talking to them,
yeah,
they realize you're not an asshole.
Yep.
And you look out for them.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times I would come by and I was just bringing cigarettes.
Yeah.
And that enough was appreciation. Right?
I always bought beer. They love that shit.
Exactly. But he wasn't really supposed to be drinking beer.
Gotcha.
To get on his case.
Yeah.
Because he was doing a lot of fluid retention.
Gotcha.
One time he called me and was like, I really need a ride to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
I gave him that.
There you go.
You gave me that. So, you know, I tell people, I was like, when you're in real estate, you have to have a sense of community.
Mm-hmm.
This is a very people business.
You're going to love Dr. Joe. You're absolutely going to love this guy. I took
the same mindset.
His mindset is all about building community. Like he buys timeshares and like different vacation spots, and he gives all of his tenants a free vacation every year. He's like, these are people that might not ever go on a vacation in their life. He's like, they get to go on a 5-day free paid vacation from me. And he's like, I give flowers on Mother's Day. I give this and that. I give money to kids on like when they get good grades and all that stuff. Like he just actually cares, you know.
The other thing that people don't realize, I've heard of this one where on Christmas, like month of December, they'll tell you you can take $200 off the rent.
Yeah,
right?
Huge.
$300 off the rent. Those things make a difference.
Yep.
One thing that I kind of spoke to one of my clients about before, I said, I understand you want $900 a month, right? Let's say, for example, it's $900, right? You want $900 a month.
Mm-hmm.
If they pay you before the first or on the first, rent is $800.
Yep.
You know how many people get money in your account on time.
They're like, wait, I could save money? Yeah, I know.
I said, that's a trick that people sleep on.
Yeah.
Right? And I learned that one from an apartment that when I was younger, I lived in Georgia, and the rates to pay rent by the first was ridiculous because then on the second they had to pay full real rent.
Right.
Right?
Yep.
And then after
that's
that,
a good thing
they
to
have
do.
To pay the eviction price. So I'm like, those little tactics.
I should do that at the mobile home park.
Go a long way.
That's a good idea.
Question your money. You never have to question your money.
That's a really good idea.
Even if it's a $50 savings.
Yeah. Just say, hey, look, it's $350, but if you pay me on the first, it's $300. Even though the payment's actually $300. But, you know, it's how you frame it. Because if you tell them it's $350 with the late fee, they're not going to think like, oh, I'll just pay the late fee, whatever. But if you're like, it goes up to $300, you know, that's a totally different idea.
Here's the thing. With the late fee now, it's $400.
Ah, there you go. I see where you're coming at.
That was really the, hey, I'm telling you it's $350, but I'm willing to deal with $300.
Yeah.
But I expect it to be in there.
On the first. If not, it's $350 with the late fee. Plus the late fee.
$350. That's not even a late fee.
Oh,
because
yeah.
now you got to the fifth.
Oh, that's when the late
fee is applied.
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah, there's levels to it.
Yeah,
and then after the late fee, if I have to evict, then it's, you know.
You're going to be my manager.
And stuff like that.
You're hired.
You know, so it is, like I said, it's a people's business. You have to be mindful of what you're asking for. What incentives am I giving to make sure that these people are loyal to me? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's all you want.
That's it. Loyalty. Loyalty and just, you take care of me, I'll take care of you.
Exactly.
That's it. I love that. Yeah, see, I never had success in the hood. When we flip houses, we always flip them in like good school system, good neighborhood, and the whole nine, right? Stuff that there's a lot of buyers active and less for the investors because the people who buy a lot in the hood are investors because they want to rent, right? So they're not going to buy the type of property that I finish out. So we never really did them. But for me personally,
you got to also remember there's different type of investors. There's investors who never want to fix.
That's true too.
Right now, who he doesn't want to fix.
He just buys turnkey.
He buys turnkey and just rental, right? He's very big on, so Gina, what am I supposed to rent this property for?
Yeah.
Right? I'm like, you can get $1,500 for it, but how long do you want the tenant?
Yeah.
So he's like, you know what? I need a long term. Okay, we're in 13.
Yep.
You know, so it's just, it's hard out here already.
Let's
just be mindful of how hard it really is.
Exactly.
And then make it work for everybody.
Yep.
I get paid, you get paid, we're good. I remember he got a property and I sold him the property. He got a property. It had a tenant in it already.
Yeah.
The tenant was illegal immigrant.
Right.
So he's like, Virginia, they don't have any documentation. How am I supposed to evict him? I said, the same way you would evict any other client, tenant. So he's like, but I'm like, but what? I'm like, first of all, let's back this up a little bit.
It's in their favor to not go through eviction.
Well, that's one. But I backed it up and said, I need you to stop judging because your parents were immigrant. So let's try that, okay? Somebody had to give your parents a chance, right? When you were a kid. So once we take that out the game, 2, they're illegal. The least problems they need is with the government.
They will do everything in their power to pay on time.
And no, so the guy didn't have an issue because he was in construction and sometimes it was slow.
Sure.
But he communicated.
Yeah,
and
that's
if
important.
He didn't have the full amount, he gave you something.
Yeah.
Yep. That's better than the people that's running around and they're working and they're not paying at all.
Mm-hmm. And they're buying a new car and this and that.
He's like, you're right. And he's been fine with the tenant. I'm telling you, like,
there
is a different mindset. Like, you can't just judge everybody. Like, oh my God, you don't look great on paper. Everybody don't look great on paper.
That's true.
You know, sometimes the best people to rent or lend to is a person that don't look good on paper.
Yeah, we do wraps a lot. So we sell a property, we buy it, take over existing debt, and then we wrap it to somebody else. Mm-hmm. So we just wrap the property to this kid in Wichita Falls, Texas, because we do a lot of our stuff out of state. So we wrap to this kid. He's young kid, had a rough start, whatever. Just got a job as a corrections officer, everything like that. Good job, but he's young. He doesn't have the credit and all that stuff, so he couldn't get approved for a loan. So we sold it to him with a low down payment, $15,000 down. That included all of his closing costs and everything like that. And we bought the property for $120, fixed it up. We were in it for like $130. We sold it to him for $170. He pays us $1,400 a month. He pays us on the 28th of every single month without literally no delay.
At least reports his credit for him?
Absolutely.
Perfect.
It all gets reported. So now his credit's getting better, everything like that. He's happy as a clam. And he's, he does everything. He does all the maintenance and all that stuff. Because he owns the property.
It's his property.
And he could sell it anytime he wants.
Yep.
So
and
he's locked it.
Pays off the gap.
Yeah, he's locked off for 2 years that he can't sell it. Because we want to make sure we get our interest. And after the 2 years, he could sell it.
Exactly.
So,
and you could have even did a penalty if you sold it before 2 years.
Technically, that's what it is.
You got the interest and you're good to go.
That's basically what it is. It's in the contract. So at 2 year mark, that's where he's cleared. But if he wants to sell it tomorrow, he could. But he can't get a better house with this interest rate environment. I'm giving him a 6% interest rate when rates are 7.7.
Then they're 8.
Damn, I know. So he's beating the interest rates currently in a good house. It's already fixed up. Doesn't have to do anything. And he just had his first baby. Like, he ain't going nowhere.
People don't understand the importance of all of that.
Yep.
All of that. Because, like, I'm going to give you a good example. I don't look good on paper.
Yeah. Yep.
Wonder why?
Yeah. Because you have debt. You probably have a lot of debt from buying houses and shit. Why's that?
I don't work a 9 to 5.
Oh,
because I work a business.
Yeah, you don't have a W-2.
My income is not consistent.
Yeah.
Like you have this money here, you have this money here. Like your bank statements look great. You got good money.
Yeah.
But you don't look like them.
I know.
No, I don't.
I know.
But I make more money than them.
Doesn't
That's
matter.
fine, but you don't look like
it's
them.
not consistent. Yeah, you don't have a W-2.
You're not consistent. Or you might make more money doing closings.
Right.
Versus this.
Mm-hmm.
Or you took a loss on that house, but you made money on that house.
Right.
You're looking into this too hard.
I know. They look at my credit too, and they're like, you have a high credit balance. I was like, yeah, but it gets paid off every month because I'm flipping houses, I'm doing stuff. I put 30 grand, 40 grand on a credit card, and then I'll go pay it off because it's 0% interest. And I'd rather have my cash with me so I could go buy properties when they come up. And they're like, yeah, but your credit to ratio is like off. So your credit score is like, mine, it's still like high. It's like 7 something. Still, they're like,
but they're looking at the details.
Yeah, I know. And they're like, well, you don't have a W-2, same thing. And I'm like, it doesn't matter. I make more on one deal than most people make on a W-2. So tell me, I don't know.
What's the problem again?
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with me again?
Why am I the one that's getting penalized? Yeah, exactly.
It's because we're not the norm.
Yep.
We don't look good on paper.
Yep. Exactly.
And it's like, who wants to fund to you? You should want to fund to me.
Yeah.
Because guess what?
I'm gonna pay that off.
No, my bank statements look like yours.
Yeah.
You're also a business, and you know yours don't look good either.
It's true.
So but it works. So
yeah, that's it. We're gonna do business together. we're definitely. I have. What was your first name again?
Virginia.
Virginia.
Yes.
Is that what you go by? You go by what?
Virginia.
Everybody calls me DJ. That's what I was asking.
No, most people just call me. I've heard people shorten my name, but that's usually their choice. It is in the text.
That's what good means. This one's gonna get anyway. It's broken. This
Chocolate
is
chip
that's a regular sea salt chocolate chip.
Okay.
And then this is called the Lily. It's got the peanut butter M&M's, pretzels, everything like that. They're sick. We said my wife does that. That's her business. She does like this is like what I do. So every time she closes on a property, we send these out as a closing gift.
Oh.
So we send 6 cookies, handwritten note, and all that stuff. So like.
You never heard that from an investor standpoint?
What's that?
That they send out closing gift.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I've heard it from realtor standpoint, but
that's what I said. Every time we buy a property, I send out this closing gift. Do you buy? Because that's my ask. When I send this out, I just bought their property. They just got 60 grand in their pocket. I send an ask and say, hey, if you ever, I don't know what you plan on doing with money, but if you ever want to put it to work, let me know. I get so much private money from these stupid boxes. And I have invested in it all the time.
No, but I've never really heard them say that.
Yeah.
You're the first investor who said that. As a realtor, yeah, I know all about it, right? But as that, I never know that.
We work with realtors too. Like realtors, we do all like broker disclosing accounts and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's what she does. So she packages them up and everything like that. She's a commercial kitchen in East Orange actually.
Nice.
Yeah, I think it's East Orange or Orange. I forget. That's where she does everything.
You don't know where your wife's office is. You just know how to get to
No,
it?
I know she I just go down. It's by like the TV bank over there.
Okay.
I don't know.
You didn't tell me the name of the street, so I can't know what TV bank is.
It's by the Garden Center over there. By Star Tavern.
Okay.
That street, that's Star Tavern on the corner.
That's exciting.
Okay. Yeah.
But okay.
Yeah, here this.
These are cute.
Yeah.
These
This is like where she's setting up a storefront soon, but not yet. So that's where all the stuff will eventually go.
Nice. Oh no,
Sweet.
I like that gift. I like the gift idea. I'm about to steal it though. I'm about to take pictures.
Take a box.
Okay.
Put your stuff in there.
Don't give me a reason to steal marketing ideas.
Yeah, we do it all the time. Hey, if you want, I mean, that's what we do. Well, that's what she does.
Listen,
She does it for people all the time. Every closing we do, she auto ships them right out. So
yeah, I know this late this title company do auto cakes. So
New World.
Huh?
New World? Yeah, I know Damian. Damian's my girl.
Yeah.
Yep. She's done a lot of closings for me. I know all of them. Lizette, Damian. I used to host a real estate meetup here. It had like 150 people every single month.
Okay. What was the name of your meetup?
That one was called. The one we do now is Win. What the hell was that one called? Gain. Gain Network. Yeah. That was the one we did. So it was like, that was like 100 people from the real estate house. Every single
I have seen the ad for that address.
Probably me, yeah.
Right? I'm pretty sure it probably was.
Yeah.
I have never made it to one of them, and I didn't know it was called Game.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Probably,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Guys do it there all the time.
Yeah. Why you stop doing that Bluefield Steakhouse?
I stopped doing the meetup because of that partner.
Oh, you ain't never lied about that. You never lied about that.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I got it. All right, guys, sorry about that. That was a long closing. Homegirl can talk. So, got our docs notarized. This is a property that we're selling right here. This is the one we're selling. We're making 30 something grand on it. This is a property we're buying, 9.77 acres in Surrey County, North Carolina. We're buying that one, that property, buy for 48 with a private lender, and then sell for 85. Pretty sweet. And then we had another one that she took the closing docs with her. Buy for 76, sell for 180, something like that. I think we'll probably list it around like 160. Moving fast. But Jay-Z, CJ, you here? What's up, bro?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yo, man. So let's go. Sorry about the delay.
Yeah, that's fine.
I see you were doing. Let's see.
Yeah, let's check Davey.
Yeah, Davey, you want to check?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And also, I don't know if you have seen it before, but checking on the data on Redfin, and then when I check on like the information below the pictures and the amount that it was sold, some of them have information that listed loaded for comp purpose only. So
they'll upload it, like self-uploading it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this is your process, but I'm just removing those.
Yeah, sometimes we do, because if it's not like a real comp, because they could just put whatever they want.
Yeah.
Right? So I usually do try to remove those. So let me. That was Davie County, you said?
No. It was. I'm working on Levi County, Florida, and also another question that I have with Levi is based on what I see on the sold data. I think everything is at 10,000 and above. So what I'm doing is I'm removing the amounts that are 20,000 above and 10,000 below. So the average that I would get won't be as screwed as I'm not sure if you would approve that, but that's the way I see it.
I mean, that's the thing we want to see. We want to see a homogenous market like that. If everything's trading at 10K thing, that's perfect. So you're talking about when you go into here.
Yeah, let me give you an example. This one, I'll post this on chat.
Okay.
Because I've opened all of the links on the sold data, and then I'm checking the information just to make sure. Because I'm seeing, for that example alone, you'll see at the about this home information listed loaded for comp purposes only. I was like, what? They're posting it just to maybe for me.
Yeah, sometimes you see that a lot in land. You see something like that, or you see a lot of stuff where it's like got no pictures and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And usually the ones, like if you go all the way to the bottom of, like if you go to the bottom of this, see it's still showing up here. Three. This one's actually been better than others. Usually others, like these no picture ones, a lot of these might not have ever been listed or something like that. They might have just been, they just recorded them just to record them, just for comps. This one actually looks like it was on the MLS. So, oh no, it wasn't. See, that just sold public record.
Mm-hmm.
So this is actually okay, because they're technically pulling this from the public record. It didn't go from the MLS, but public record is public record. That's what it got recorded as. But I wouldn't weigh my comps that highly on that,
Right.
Because it could have been like an interfamily transfer where they sold the property to their cousin for, $100 or something like that, So, but let's do this. Let's look at Davey. So first thing I'm going to do is like, already sorted there. I'm going to just take, so this got down pretty small, right? It's pretty small.
Right.
5 to 60 right here. I mean, when we had a lot of data originally, right? Like over 2,000 points.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and then look at this. Now it's all the way down to 694.
Mm-hmm.
So when you first pulled this, I remember there was something wrong with it. It looked like there was like a lot of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured that, you know, when I was scrolling on it, the first thing that I saw was when I assemble or like had them ascending like A to Z, and I was scrolling to all of them like the acreage. Then I saw, wait, what happened? Why is it showing as it's starting at 4 and then there are like 4 acres at the bottom? So I was like, no, something's wrong. I was like trying to check the video that we did before, and it was a small detail. Actually, it was a small detail that I missed. I
Okay.
forgot to click on the include, like put a check mark on the include.
Oh.
So when I did that, you know, it went smoothly. So I was like,
So it basically
oh,
pulled everything that was on your
yes,
screen
correct.
except the county, which was on your
There,
screen.
yes. So
Gotcha.
I was like,
Okay.
that was a small detail, and it could have been a major issue.
Right?
So
It's something stupid usually.
yeah,
All right, so let me do this. All right, let's go side by side. Tile window. Okay. All right, so this is. I'm just checking now. I want to see if the property that I have comes up here.
mhm.
So let's look at this. So that one didn't actually come up the first one I looked at. Not gonna work. That's not coming up either. Let's try this one. Let's see. All right, so some of them aren't showing up for some reason. And this does happen sometimes, like they won't show up whether it was something was copied wrong, or sometimes like stuff you pull from Land ID might not show. I mean, stuff you pull from Land Vision might not show up on Land ID.
Mhm.
Um,
Well, Land ID and Land Vision are kind of like the same, right?
different. They use different data sets sometimes. Like,
Okay.
yeah, their Land ID is more for like finding the parcel and stuff like that,
Mm,
and Land Vision is more for like pulling the data and all that stuff. That's our data provider.
I
Where
see.
Land ID is just more I use for comping. Right, so here's the property. This is this one right here. So I could look it up from the lat long. So I found it here. Let's just double check this. This is a 30.4 acre property owned by Parker Dean. Okay, so this is owned by Parker Dean. Okay. Now you can look right now. See how this has a leading 0?
Yeah.
This doesn't.
Hmm.
So what I'll do here, go data, this. Format, number.
Number.
It's number. I always do it. I'm used to doing it in Excel. Number, plain
There we go.
text.
Because yeah, that's what I was. That's one thing that I missed as well, like the leading 0. Aside
Uh-huh.
from, clicking the check on, um,
Inclusion.
yeah, the inclusion.
Yeah, you go custom number format, and then you would do 0, and then add. This one has. Let's see. I'll go back to this.
1, 2,
This
3, 4,
has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
6.
7.
5.
7. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
So I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then you hit apply, and it'll add those zeros. Now I should be able to pull up this same property.
But how about the others? Like the other APNs has like, you know, larger than 7 numbers. For example,
It just ignores those. It only
Okay.
does it for the ones that It'll only do the ones that doesn't have that. So
Okay.
yeah, so here's this parcel again. Let me try it again. So let's do parcel ID. And then this was Davie County, right? Davie
Mhm.
County. I'm going to scroll away for a second. I should now be able to put this in and hit go. It didn't come up. Cool. That's good. I should be able to. Wrong. Which it sucks sometimes when this happens, but at the end of the day, it's not like it's bad. It's just that when I go to look it up later on, it's just a little bit harder. It's like 2 steps more.
Yeah, it's much easier for APN compared to longitude and latitude.
I mean, that's the APN 040
00092.
right?
It's the same one.
0400092. Yeah. Sometimes it's just the county. I don't understand why it does that sometimes.
Is there
But-
any? Yeah, but we did search for a particular county.
Yeah, I'm in the specific county. Could just be the county though. Let's try another one. Regardless, all right, let's go with this one. So what I'm going to do is going to comp this property. So this is a 30-acre parcel. So I'm going to go here. I found it. I'm going to find one that has a house on it. See, this has an actual address right here.
Mhm.
Copy that and go to Redfin.
Excuse me.
Put that in here. Okay, here's the property. So I click this little guy. Hit nearby homes for sale. And then I'm just going to look in this immediate area for sold properties. Last year. This is a 30-acre parcel, so I'm going to look for 20 to 40s. And I'll just zoom out until I see some comps. Okay, so most of what I'm seeing, I got a 155. I got a 60. This looks smaller for some reason. I got a 205 down here. This is a 26-acre lot. I got a 150. It's a 29-acre. So most things are trading about 150-ish. So I'll go back over here. I'll take a look at, let's see, let's find that parcel again because I moved off it. 30.4 right here. And I'll see like kind of what are we at. Our offer price, we're actually high.
Higher, yeah.
Yeah, see,
132.
we're saying our market price is 261.
Mhm.
When we just look at this, you know, when we look at over here, we're seeing like 150s.
Mhm.
So already I tell me like that tells me something's wrong.
Yep.
So what we priced it with was not the right price.
Mhm.
So that one I'm gonna go back. What I'll do is I'll go back here, go into this, and I'll just throw a red on this.
Right.
Meaning we gotta look at it. Let me go up here. Let's grab another parcel. It looks like actually I could see right here. See how your price per acre
Mhm.
is so high?
Yeah.
You're at 8,300 here, and then you don't go down. So usually it goes down every block. So
Mhm.
when you're going through your acreages, it's usually like 5 to 10 is one price per acre, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, 10 to 30, stuff like that. So when
Right.
you're doing out your pricing, your sold data, your averages here, they should be dropping.
Mhm.
For some reason, it's not.
Yeah. There's still like like that one. So I was
Yeah.
I missed those information. I should have removed those.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to do because maybe on that side of the county, it's trading higher. Like, let's go back and look at this. Let's look at all of Davie County. Oh, come on. Davie County, land, 1 year, lot size, 20 to 40. So sometimes what could happen is a couple skew the whole county. So like, look, you have a 445.
Right.
That's probably one that you're seeing, and a 328.
Mhm.
Most stuff should trade pretty close. Like I'm sure if I go in this and I do 10 to 20, so you got some 250s, but if you look, you got a 130, 140, on 105. They're pretty close in size, pretty close in price. So some of these I'd probably remove it because I don't want to
Right.
price the whole market for just one.
Right.
You know.
Also,
okay.
if you would look at the sold data, if you see there, it's 38, because the first sold data that I got from Redfin was like around 56. So
Sure.
I was kind of contemplating if I should remove the other like higher prices or low prices, because that would, you know, lessen the count of the sold
Mhm.
data. So
Yeah.
do you have any, what you call this, like a particular um sold data numbers
Like how
aside
much
from
my
what we
minimum
talked
is.
about last time?
I like seeing 50 for all my solds, but if like I'm close to that, once I remove some of the bad ones,
Mhm.
it doesn't. It's okay, right? If I'm
Okay.
like 40, that's still pretty close. My whole thing is like I'm not going to comp an entire section of data based off one comp.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if like there's one comp in the 20 acre range, and then like 10 comps are in the 30 to 40 range, well, I'll probably do a middle of the road between the 10s and the 40s and say like that's my price for that. But I can already see like right here, there's no county in the entire country that everything trades the same from 5 acres all the way to 80 acres.
Hmm.
No way. So there's something going on here that like just might need to be looked at.
Right.
Like you see a 3,000 and then you see a 14,000. Why is this trading for 14?
Hmm.
This is like cleared farm acre land, pasture land, maybe start a farm, build a dream home. This is like perfectly cleared, ready to go. So it's more prime land. So I might delete that one.
So when it comes to like the range, just like what I'm doing right now with Levi or Levy County, would you say like 10,000 range, or or we should do like 5,000? Like right now, what I told you earlier is I'm seeing it's 10. The range is 10,000 to 20,000. So I'm removing the price per acreage that has like 20 upwards and the 10 below. So is the range that I'm doing good for you, like $10,000 per, or are you looking for a different one?
So I'll look at this. I'll say, okay, here's my 5 acres, and I'll do my average, for this 5 acre range. Okay, yeah, that's right. So it's about 13,000.
Mhm.
And then you're saying you go here and say like, all right, I'm seeing 11,000, whatever. I'm not going to arbitrarily remove a bunch of data just because it's not in my
Within the
median.
range, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to look at this stuff and I'm going to just say, okay, this has a house on it. That's definitely something I would delete, you
Mhm.
know. And this one, sometimes they show you the picture, but that one didn't. Same thing. This
With
has
the
like a
house.
house. So those two, yeah, they definitely will sell for more. So like I would delete those two off.
Mhm.
But just because it's like outside of the range, if it's still the same type of property and it's selling for more or less, I'm not going to necessarily delete it unless
Mhm.
it's like totally out of
Like
the
bonkers,
range.
bonkers big.
Yeah, exactly. Like if it's like crazy, like I don't know why this sold for that, whatever, then I would remove it. But there's usually a reason why it's selling for more or selling for less, right?
Right, right.
Selling for less, it's probably landlocked. If it's selling for more, it's probably got improvements.
Because I removed one earlier that's
That's
like
nice.
54. So I was like, 54?
Mm-hmm. Like 54 an acre.
Yeah, 54,000. So I checked on it, and there's like it's like woods, just like a
Mhm.
forest. So I was like, what? 54. I removed
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, so that's not a bad idea. You just kind of have to look at it and be the judge of that property and see if it looks similar to what else is trading in the area, then I would probably leave it. But like
Mhm.
if you look at some of these, they have a house or whatever the case, then I would probably remove it. Let's see. Yeah. All right. So Davie County, we'll have to look at. I'm gonna probably dig into this one. I'll probably pull the sold data again and just run a side by side comparison of what I get versus you get, and then
Mhm.
I'll share that with you. And then for these two sheets, I'm gonna delete. I put these in here, so you don't need them, right?
Right. Yeah. I was, thinking of deleting them, but
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I think Dennis would need this, so I'll just
I was gonna delete
let
them
them
too, but I'm
stay
like,
there.
I don't know if you're working off them, so no, I'll delete them. That's good. So I'll check this out. So we already know this is too high.
Hmm.
Let me check the low end because the low end might be good. Let's see if I can pull one of these APNs up. Nope. That one. Okay. All right, so here's the property. Pull this one. All right, here. Homes for sale. So you got 8, so for like 9,000 an acre. All right, so you got a 75. 4. It's about 75. 1, 2, 3 divided by 4.4. That's 10,000 an acre. So you're seeing a lot of like 58s, 193s. So you got some 58s, 45s, something like that. So what do we offer? We are at. We're saying market price is 42. Are we low? Let's see. 42 for a 5 acre. It's 2 acres. How is that showing up? Nine. How many acres are you? Well, I don't see it there. Possibly that we're a little low on that, which isn't a hard thing to fix. 52, so I'm seeing a lot of 50s. So we're probably a touch low here. I'd say probably 49 is market price.
Right.
So we probably want to mail it closer to like 25, something like that. So we might be a little low. I'm gonna just put this as like a light red. Check that out. All right, so we'll double check all these. I think that's pretty much like I'll go back through this. I'm gonna reprice this, and like I'll double check it and see where it's at. You know what I'll do? You're doing Levy County.
Yep.
So here's what I'll do. I'll do Levy County as well. Let's both do them separate, and then we'll come together tomorrow, and we'll take it and compare our notes. So you do one, and then I'll do one, and then we'll see where we come together at.
Right.
And see if we're pretty close to each other. And then we'll go from there. But more or less what I look at, and you know what, we'll do that tomorrow. We'll talk about it tomorrow. But I look at the sold data and I go over all this stuff. And I'll just look at the properties back and forth and see what's trading at what. But I want to see a good cascade. I want to see like, this is 8,300 for this range. I probably want to see the next range at like 7,500. And then the next range after that, like 65 or 600, 6,000 an acre. And I just want to see a cascade down like that. So,
right.
I think that's for the most part what I want to look at. So are you pretty good to do Levy County? I'll go back over Davie myself. I'll fix that tonight. And then Levy County you start with. I think you already started, but do it, finish it. And then I'll do it separately and all that. You already pulled your data, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll copy your data, but I'll do my own pricing sheet.
Sure.
All right. Cool.
Okay.
All right, cool. Let's do that. And then I think that's it. I'm probably gonna cut this early today because I gotta run and get this. I gotta run and wire some money right now. So,
all right.
Let's do that, and then we'll convene tomorrow. What time are you good for? About the same time?
Yeah, same time.
Like 2 o'clock?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. Let's do that. If you wanted to do earlier, just let me know. That's fine.
All right.
You can always shoot me a message on Slack and we'll connect.
Okay.
All right, cool. CJ, I'm not gonna.
You're gonna call tomorrow.
I'm not gonna put you out there tomorrow. I'm not gonna put you on. Sorry. Yeah, not today. All right, cool. I know it's kind of a crazy day, but I appreciate everybody coming to hang out. Thank you, Jay-Z, for helping me do this and going through this stuff. Everything looks good so far. It's just these little pricing things is the hardest part of the business to learn and really get good at. Once you're good at it, though, it's easy. So
yeah, funny thing actually, I told CJ about that. You know, I'm on pricing right now, and I don't want to have like a high or a low pricing. So I'm trying to make sure that it would be at par with what we need.
Yeah, so all you do, dude, if you want to double check yourself, just grab an APN, look it up, find an adjacent address, and see like if stuff around that property is selling for pretty much what your market price is, then it's like, okay, well, I guess I'm in the ballpark. This business isn't about like being exact. It's about getting in the ballpark just to get the phone to ring.
Right.
And then once you get the phone to ring, awesome, let's do it. Like that's what you want. CJ, tomorrow, are you around? Want to make some calls?
He's always ready.
Live? No, it'll just be live with us. Just us. Me, you, and
Let's
Jeff.
go. Yeah.
If it's not going to be broadcasted on YouTube, it's fine.
No, it'll just be me, you, and Jeff. Unless Jeff is like, yeah, let's do it live. So it's up to Jeff.
I'll talk to Jeff. To Jeff.
No, these are leads that like you could totally mess up on. They're pretty much like leads that came in. I looked at them. They don't really fit us, right? They're maybe like bad property or like it's kind of like a weird corner, whatever it is. So they're kind of like you can mess them up. And if you lock them up at a really cheap price, it's a good deal, right? So it's a no risk kind of thing. You just do it. That's all. So you'll like it. So let's connect. Shoot me a message on Slack, and then we'll pick a time for us to all hop together, or for us to hop on and make some calls. And if Jeff wants to be there too, cool. Let's do it. All right.
All right.
Sweet guys. All right. Thanks, y'all. I'll check you guys
Peace.
later. Have a good one.
See you guys.
Later.